I would never recommend anybody do this. Everybody knows you should not go to bed with your makeup on. But it happens. And find me one person that's my age that has never, ever gone to bed with their makeup on because they've been exhausted. I'm not sure if somebody showed up and said, me, I've never done it, if I would believe it. The only people that I would probably believe are those in theater that have to wear heavy, heavy stage makeup, performers that have to be made up to look like, animals, lions, tigers, clowns. They will take everything off once they're done performing, because that kind of makeup is so heavy, it can create all kinds of problems with the skin. But, if you have a light BB cream on and a little bit of eye makeup, I would be willing to bet that you have gone to bed with that on and said in the morning, I've got to wash my face. So that's what I did last night. I'm going to be the bane of the esthetician and dermatologist's existence, but I did it and I'm admitting it. So here it is the next day, and I'm using the Holy Hydration Makeup Melting Cleansing Balm with hyaluronic acid, ceramides, and peptides to take my makeup off. I did take off my eye makeup before I came up here using my eye makeup remover. I was a little too nervous using this for the first time on my eyes, but I want something that's inexpensive for when I do a double cleanse. Honestly, it feels really good. It feels really good. And so if this works for me and I don't get any kind of allergic reaction, this will be what I'm using because it's affordable. So there's that. And now I'm going to head over and I'm going to put some makeup on. I'll see you there. Hi everybody. We're going to start this video off with a funny story. A true funny story. The Christmas before last, I bought my husband a game camera that he could set up around the woods of the house and we could watch wildlife on it or whatever. Last summer, we had deer. We assumed it was deer coming in and eating my very large, huge, 2 feet, 3 feet wide hosta plants. And I noticed one morning when I got up and I was in my downstairs bathroom doing my morning first get up deed, I said, hey, wait a minute. I have a curved stone wall out there that I built when we first moved here, a very raw stone wall. 2 of my hosta plants are missing leaves. And so I mentioned that to my husband when he came home. And he said, okay, this weekend we'll set up the game cam. Hopefully we'll be able to get pictures of whatever is coming in and eating your hosta plants. And we assumed it was deer. I assumed it was deer because I know that other people have had this issue, but it could be, with all the wildlife here, another animal that likes foliage of whatever kind. So he sets the game camera up. And that very next morning, it was a Saturday morning, I had taken my shower. And in the summertime, when it's humid out, my hair gets wavy. It's not straight like this. And I had my nightgown on and my slippers and I had my shawl. And it was a beautiful morning early, and I went out to do a walk around my yard, and I had my phone to take pictures of the hosta. Little did I know that the game camera was still running, because he hadn't gone out and gotten the game camera yet. So you see me from behind, got my shawl. I like to wear shawls in the summertime. If it's cooler in the morning, I have light ones. I have heavier ones depending on the weather. And I have my shawl on, and I'm, scuffling along the backyard, and all you can see is the back of me, because it's motion detected. So as soon as it picked up my motion as I was walking by, it snapped several pictures of me, and also I got on video. But I didn't know this. Didn't even, think about it. So in the meantime, I'm now around the other side of the house. My husband didn't know that I was out there. He's like, "Oh, I better go out and get the game camera." So he goes out and he gets it and he brings it in. He's flicking through it because, it stayed on all night long. And he yells, "Hey, Susie, you got to come in here. You've got to see. I think I know who is stealing your hosta. And it's happening in broad daylight. I don't know how come we don't see this, but it's happening in broad daylight." He goes, "I captured a witch on the game camera." And I said, "What? You're kidding me. That's awesome." So he goes, "Yeah, come over here. I want to show you." And so now he's got it on video. And I see this woman, and she's kind of scuffling along, and she's got her head down, and she's wearing a shawl, and then he screenshots it. It's me. I'm telling you, I laughed so hard I could have wet my pants. And of course he's laughing, right? And I'm like, well, it's appropriate. But anyway, I just wanted to share that story because we've got to laugh. We have to laugh. We'll just do something really light for today. A primer on. I'm going to use the House Labs foundation. All right, here we go. I'm taking the cap off. Thank God. The last time that happened, that it was hard to take off, the whole entire thing came out and broke. Even the inside broke. So, but I was able to fix it, and I'm so happy because I wasn't able to fix my NARS, as you know. And I'm going to just kind of dab this on. That might even be too much. This foundation is so lovely. You don't need a lot. I don't mind the smell, as I've mentioned before. Oh, there is something else I wanted to talk with you guys about, not to. I don't like that. Talk with. Okay, because in spirit, you're here with me. You know the old saying, one person's trash is another person's treasure. It actually used to be, one man's trash is another man's treasure. But I'm not a man. So I'm going to say one person's trash is another person's treasure. Well, I think that can be applied to makeup. I really do. Because, we all know that when we purchase products, there are products that we just don't like. right? You know, what's good for one person is not necessarily good for another person. Particularly when you're a mature person. This is a mature woman channel because I am a mature woman, but it is not just inclusive to women. I would love for men to come on too, as long as they're respectful. And, yeah, I'm not looking for a mate. I'm looking for friends. And I'm not even really looking for friends. I'm welcoming friends. So I think that the same phrase or motto or whatever can be applied to makeup. You can go like the Believe Beauty foundation. In my first impression, that foundation applies on my skin just as well as higher end foundations. Now today I'm using foundation on my eyelid because I'm being lazy, because it's a lazy Sunday and I don't really want to go anywhere. I don't really want to do anything except lounge around and eat fun food. So yeah, I'm using my foundation on my eyelid, and it's probably going to crease, but that's okay because I'm going to powder it down. So yeah, the same thing can apply to makeup. If you go and you purchase a high-end product and you talk about the effectiveness of that product on your skin, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be better. So one person's, trash makeup, or what they consider trash or crap, could be another person's treasure makeup because of the way it is on their skin. And so my feeling is I love high-end products. Now look, you can look at, see it creasing? See it creasing? I'm going to go over all of this with my sponge, so don't fret. See, it's creasing in my eyes. This is a beautiful foundation, and it's going to crease because I have wrinkles. And I have bought some inexpensive makeup that I don't care for. I've also bought makeup that is quite expensive that I don't care for. But that doesn't mean that somebody else isn't going to enjoy that. Here's another example. Let me find it. Okay, this is dirty, but it's my Beauty Blender sponge. These two are the same size. It's just that this is dry and it needs to be washed. So I'm using this sponge from Makeup Revolution that I got in my advent calendar. Now, I paid $35 for that advent calendar. I enjoyed it so much, and this was one of them, a makeup sponge. I didn't pay because I used a gift card, but this was $22, I believe. $22 for this sponge. And this, I have no idea how much this cost. But it was in a $35 makeup advent calendar. And this is my favorite sponge, even compared to that. All right? This Beauty Blender sponge is already breaking up. It's already breaking up. I've had this since before Christmas. I just got this. I'm going to keep it because it's not falling apart. But I see little pieces in it that are kind of like breaking apart. And I'm not rough when I wash my sponges. I'm really good with how I take care of my things. The price tag doesn't always pertain to the quality. Either or. And something that somebody else raves about that's expensive, and I run out, or you run out and you buy it, and then you get it home and you're like, you have got to be kidding me. Which brings me to my next topic. Talking about playing and trying new things, new eye looks as mature women. Now, look, if you guys, I'm not sticking my arm through the computer screen or your phone and saying, you have to do this. When I try something because I just want to do it, because I think it's fun, or it's stage makeup, and I like being artistic, I'm not sticking my arm and grabbing your arm and pulling you through and forcing you to have to do it. You don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. I'm going to go back to my trusty incognito. My trusty Wet n Wild incognito. And I'm just going to do a little bit of concealer. And we're going to buff that in. So how are you guys today? I have something I want to show you that came in yesterday. I want to do the baking. I want to do the baking video because I want to try it. I just want to try it. It looks like so much fun. That makeup baking technique. It looks like a blast. Now this is probably going to crease because I have foundation under there, but I'm going to powder it. I will link whatever it is I used today down below in the description so you can go down there and look. I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer because it's light. It's a really pretty color. Film Star Bronze and Glow. This is a mini. Now look at this. This look at the size of this. This is a mini. I believe this is a mini. Yeah, this is a mini. I'm going to have that for a while. And if I use it all up and anything else that I have does not even compare to this, then I'm going to get the big one. But so far, I adore this. And I've got to tell you, my Believe Beauty Golden Sienna, that one's really nice too. I prefer powders. There's just something ethereal about taking a brush and putting it in and then brushing it up. It's such an ethereal, awesome feeling, isn't it? Take this brush and just brush it over your face. Feel that sensation, feel that beauty. It's just such a nice feeling, and I don't get that with creams. I don't get that feeling with creams. I love it. Okay, and I'm going to put a little under here. And because I have a really thin nose, I don't feel the need to have to put any there unless I want to give myself like a sun-kissed look. All right, I'm going to keep that out because of the highlighter. Did I say I wasn't going to use any blush? I changed my mind. See how fast I can change my mind? I'm going to use the Milani, even though this is peach, Milani Luminoso. I think I'm going to use this just on the tops of my cheeks. Up to right here. Not where my wrinkles are, but right here. Thank you for being here with me today. I like putting. I know. I like putting color on my cheeks because when you smile, it shows. But, okay. That's that. That's all of that I'm putting on. Let me put on a little bit of this highlighter from Charlotte. Love the name Charlotte. I love it. When my son was born, I had some girls' names in mind. I wrote down on a piece of paper. I did because I didn't know what I was having. And Charlotte, because of our last name, was one of the names. And my husband really liked that name. I had another name picked out too. I'm trying to remember what it was now. Chloe was one, and there was another name. And I'm going back 27 years. So I didn't even know about any of the film star people that have names like that. But I always loved the name Charlotte because of the book Charlotte's Web. I love it. I love that book. I love the cartoon. Okay, so we've got that. Magnificence. We've got that done, and I'm going to put on my powder with the Wayne Goss Powder Puff. That is really nice. And I am going to powder over my eyes. Maybe I'll just put on, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this blush quad. I'm going to take this blush quad, and I'm going to use this color right here, right over my eyes, just over my eyes. Okay, so I'm just going to go in one side, then the other side. You can do this too. You can use these kinds of things over your eyes. And I'm just going to dust this in the crease with the swish back and forth motion, only coming out to here. I'm going to go back in, and I'm going to just do the top of my eye. I'm not even going under. Same thing, same deal for the other side. Swish back and forth. Did you see what I just did? I went dunk, and I hit the side of my nose. It's not a big deal. It's just makeup. So if I want to do this avant-garde look on my eyes, if I want to do that, or if I want to do a stage look, or if I want to take a technique that a young influencer is doing, and I think it's so cool, and I think you know who I'm talking about. Her name begins with an M. I mean, the girl is just, come on. She's amazing with her eye makeup. She's amazing. Then I don't care about the drama. I just like watching her videos. And I plug my ears because of the swearing. I'm not a prude. And I wasn't born yesterday. And I've said my share of swears in my lifetime. But I overlook all that because I just think that what she does is amazing. And she's not perfect, and nobody on this planet is perfect. we have all made mistakes. And we've all done things that we've regretted. So I don't want to hear it. This is I'm going to use, this is hitting pan. I'm going to take, let me find a brush that's clean. I'm going to take a little bit of this pink and I'm going to go under my eyebrow with it. This is a blush. This is a Wet n Wild blush. And I'm going to tell you, this color is beautiful. It's getting down there. I hope they still make it. You probably can find it on their website. It's called Pinch Me Pink. Pinch Me Pink. Okay, so I put some under my eyebrow here, and it has such a subtle shimmer. In fact, I think I'm going to order this color again. I've had this now since last summer. That's pretty. Maybe I will take a little bit of it and put. Do you see how excited I get? I'm only going to do this. I'm only going to do. And then I get going and I'm like, I can't stop. I like it so much. It's so much fun. I enjoy it so much. And I mean, this is so light, you can phase it out if you want to, without it being harsh. So let's pull a little bit of this pink under my eye. This does not have a scent. This doesn't bother my skin. I'm not throwing this away. And then I have another one that I got that's Wet n Wild that I brought up from downstairs because I take makeup downstairs. This one is called Nudist Society. Hey, this is even this. You know what? You know what? This color I like better than the Luminoso. The Milani Luminoso. I'm going to put some right here. Swirl, swirl. It's very light. But I like it. And I'm going to take the powder puff and I'm going to swirl it. I like the compacts, but I'm looking into the loose powder to do the baking technique. So I don't want to spend loads and loads of money. All right, this is a lot of powder. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it in my hand. Now I'm learning this. And I'm going to pat just lightly under my eye to set the concealer. Now, see the white cast here? These puffs pick up a lot. Same on this side. I'm pressing. And now I'm just going to take a brush. This brush is fine. And I'm just going to brush off the excess. Also on the side of my nose, like this. Yes, I know there are people that say you should not powder under your eyes if you are a mature woman. Well, whatever. You know, what do you want? Do you want it gathering in your fine lines and wrinkles? Or do you want it accentuating your ring. I mean, pick your poison. Pick your poison. Okay, now we're going to pick a lipstick. See how easy that was? I'm going to go to my trusty Lancome number 222. My lips are dry. I've been licking my lips, and I've been trying to keep them hydrated. And I just realized I didn't put on any mascara. I'm not going to use the telescopic lift. I'm going to use one of my regular mascaras. I'm going to use the Tinty Dole because I just kind of want a fluttery look. That's what I'm going to put on. I'm not going to put on 2 coats. I'm just going to put on a simple 1 coat, fluttery mascara. All right, let me get in so you can watch. Now, according to me, you can see this. And then I'm just going to go just like this. Okay, now this eye. Oh no, I'm getting in. I'm getting in close. Somebody might say, I can see all your texture with the highlighter that you put on. Oh my. Oh my, Dorothy. Don't follow that yellow brick road. Follow, 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 follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick, follow the yellow brick, follow the yellow brick road. There's no place like home. And that's what everybody is looking for. A place to feel at home. Did I say I wasn't going to put on 2 coats? I'm telling you, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. I can't stop. I can't stop. Can't stop till you get enough. Can't stop till you get enough. Woo. Okay. There goes my bangs, acting like freakies. Acting like freakies. All right. I am going to put up my hair because it was down all day yesterday and it drove me crazy. Sometimes in the winter, my hair gets full of electricity. Sometimes I like to just get it off my neck. Well, this is how I do it. I twist it. I get it in a clip. And I straighten it out. I fan it over the clip like this. And I mean, it's never perfect. Then I clip it on one side. I can bring it back over if I want and let it hang down, because sometimes I like to do that. And I'll put a little like something right there, but I'm just going to let it hang. I'm just going to let it hang because I have these kind of earrings on. You can even take the tail like this and you can split it and make it look like a little feather. So yeah, that's what I do. I like to have fun. I like to have fun. And I'm encouraging you to do so. And one more thing before I go. I got to show you what I got. Let me put my glasses on. So, remember I was telling you about Valentine's Day? And how you can put a little, a bug, a little bzz in the ear? Well, that's what I did. Happened to be looking at mini Tonka. I love mini Tonka. I love moccasins. I've got 4 pairs now. 1 pair my daughter gave me, which I love. It comes just below the knee, and it's got all the fringes. So, and I have my slippers and moccasins. I have a gray pair that are ankle zip-up moccasins. It's just me. It's me to the T. And so I showed my husband, these are slippers that you can wear as shoes. And I said, look at these. Aren't these the neatest looking slipper shoes you've ever seen? And he said, yeah, don't you need new slippers? And I'm like, well, mine are fine. I can get another good year or 2 out of them. And so I showed them to him, and he goes, well, why don't you order those for yourself for Valentine's Day? Let me see. The other one I don't think is untied. I tried this one on. This is them. Aren't these cool? Oh my God, I love them. Now, these were not on sale, but I wear a size 5. And not all size 5s fit me, but these mini Tonkas fit me to a T. And yeah, this is what I'm wearing to kick around the house in a bit. So that's it. And I think I might have another tip for you guys. Oh, I also want to try this out too. The e.l.f. Lash Beats Defining and Lengthening Mascara and the Enhancing Lash and Brow Serum. I'm gonna review this. But the telescopic lift is going viral. Well, I'm going to put this in front of me, right here in front of me, so I cannot not review it. Yeah, I'll catch you tomorrow. We'll do the 3 cards. We'll use the Lorac palette. What else did I say? We're going to try the, the telescopic and compare that with the original. We're good. We're good. For those of you that maybe my channel isn't what you're looking for, and I'm not offended. There are so many wonderful people out there. Oh, that was another thing. I have a couple of people that I want to give a shout out to. That these were some of the first people I started watching on YouTube. And I just think they deserve an honorable mention. I'm not doing it for any other reason. I'm not collabing with these people. I like watching them, and I think they're authentic, and I think they're good people. That's my intuition talking. Okay? Be well, be blessed, be beautiful, because you are, and I appreciate you, and I love doing this, and I love having you here. So, have a blessed day. Until next time. Bye-bye.